How's it going out there? Rooster here in Tennessee. This is going to be one that probably piques some people's interest here. This one will be up on the website roostercb.com under used and specials. It is a Cobra 2000 GTL. It does include both speakers. Both speakers do work. They're plugged in right now. We'll talk a little bit about the radio, try to go over everything on it, show the power output, make sure that it receives, talk about any obvious modifications that have been done to the radio, and things of that nature. So, without wasting too much time, we'll just power it off here and show you what it looks like when you turn it on. First thing you see, both meter lights do work. Hello, audio. Both meters actually work, so that's a good sign. The on the air light works, but looks like the receive light is out. Lower sideband, AM, upper sideband, everything works there. It's relatively close on frequency. You guys can see it's lined up pretty good. I mean, we could probably turn the fine over just a little bit, bump the course, and it's right on. So, show you guys, it's basically lined up straight up and down. That's pretty dang good, pretty dang close for one of these. Again, these radios are super old. I can't tell you if this thing's been going through any time recently, but these radios are getting up there in age. I mean, they're not a 20-year-old radio anymore. They're getting to be, 35, 40-year-old radios. So if you get a Cobra 2000, in most cases, they're going to need somebody to go through them and recap them and stuff like that. But this one seems to be pretty good. This is better than what I usually see come in here as far as the Cobra 2000. The mic jack has been changed to a 4-pin plug, so your standard 4-pin mic will work on it. No longer do you need a 5-pin or need an adapter or anything like that. No additional holes put in the front of it, which is always great. That's one of the worst things I see people do to kill the value or to hurt the value on a Cobra 2000 is to drill holes in the front and put switches out of it. It just makes them look terrible. I had a really nice Philippines 2000 that I probably would have kept, and someone had put a dang hole in the front of it with a red toggle switch. That was the only thing that looked bad on the radio, and I ended up selling it to a friend of mine, and he had it for a good while. But one thing I will point out, on your speaker switch, both external speakers will be active all the time if you have them plugged in. This actually acts as a channel kit. Now, how accurate it is, I don't know if it's got a real kit in it. One way I like to check is a channel that I know the frequency of, which is low 36. So it seems like it's off a bit, or it's going even lower than what it normally would. So that should be, if we're one band below 40, that would be 26915. And it's got a switch back here in the back that I really don't understand. This might be to help balance out the channel kit. If you flip this switch in the back, it takes it up 8 frequencies. So you see we go from 26725 to 26805. And then it kind of jumps around. So it doesn't really make sense how that switch or whatever works. Anyway, but that's the channels that are in it. Let's see what it looks like as we go down through the band here. 26765. And see, the switch has no effect right there. So it doesn't do anything there either. But then you go to a channel like channel 7, and it takes it up 8 channels. So don't really understand that, but that's your, channel kit, however they had it put in here. Doesn't look like it has 26915 in it, which is low 36, real popular channel. Does have high channels and low channels. But anywho, just figured I'd cover that with you guys. We'll go back to channel 20 here. All the knobs are good, nothing missing or anything. Volume knob, if we turn it up high enough, it'll squeal, squelch. RF gain, tone control, everything's freed up. It has a variable knob here in the back to control our dead key. We'll get into that here in a second. And there's that switch that was messing with the channels. Receive, I'm just going to key up the Cobra 90, as you guys can see, and it works properly. Now, one thing I'll say, one of the only things I like about a 2000 that I like better than a 1000, Cobra 1000 is one of my favorite radios. The meter mechanism in a 2000 allows it to always swing forward. If you have a 1000, once someone puts a certain signal on you, it will start backing up when they talk. And it has to do with the volume as well. So if the higher up you turn the volume, the worse it gets. So when you're running a Cobra 1000 and you're like talking skip, you're on a beam, you're trying to find somebody, you're trying to pinpoint them and get the max signal, it's really hard to do on a Cobra 1000 sometimes, because they will swing backwards once they're putting a certain signal on you. And again, it has to do with the volume too. So the more the volume's up, the worse it gets. A Cobra 2000, as you can see, the meter mechanism works fine in it. It goes all the way over. The stronger someone is on you, the meter will continue to progress forward. 1000 isn't that way. So that's one thing I like better about a 2000. Someone has shellacked, I guess you'd say, the cabinets on these. They're a lighter color. They've polished. They're real slick. That may be something you like, or if you're someone that's likes things original, that may be something you don't like. I personally don't think it looks that bad. They're a little bit of a lighter color, but it's real slick and nice looking, and they do match. So I think the speakers look good. The cabinet on the radio looks good. Personally, I like it. But again, some other people may not like that. Just something I want to point out, just so you get this thing and you're not like, well, what the heck? These cabinets aren't factory. Speakers are in good shape. Both of them are. They don't have like any big bad dents or dings. There is a blemish on the front right here by the A&L switch. I should point that out. And by the way, all the switches work. None of them are stuck or anything. Looks like the PA switch. Hello, hello. Doesn't even work. So doesn't matter if it's on PA or CB. Hello. So that doesn't really matter either way there. But everything like that's in good shape. This is a nice radio. One of the nicer 2000s that's came through here for a while. Okay, guys, so let's get into the output of it. I've got our meter on peak. We got a 50 watt slug in here, so let's zoom in. Middle scale. PEP, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, audio. About 18 watts there. Upper sideband here, just to show you guys. We're still zoomed in, but upper sideband. Hello, audio, check 1, 2, 3. And they're doing about 22 watts or so, 23 watts. Audio, check, audio. And now we'll just flip it over to lower sideband. Take my word for it. Lower sideband. Audio, 1, 2, 3. Audio. And that's about what you can expect these things to do within reason. And you have some people that will do like MOSFET stuff to them, and they'll do, 30 watts. It's just not worth it. Really, on AM, you'll get a hot 2000 every now and again that'll do 25 watts peak, 10 watts average, but generally they don't do that much. Generally about 18 to 22 watts is about it. Now we're going to see if we can do this with switch hands here. We're going to key up. This is on average on the meter, and we're looking at the middle scale still. So we're going to mess with our variable here. And we're rolling it. So that's what, 7 watts, 6 watts. Hello, audio, just barely pulling forward on average. If we turn it down, let's just go 2 watts. Hello, audio, maybe 6, 6.5. And then turn it all the way down. Audio, 5, 6 watts average. So, not doing a ton of average power. That's pretty mild. But, you're not going to see big numbers out of these on average anyway. That's not their cup of tea, if you will. Usually 7, 9 watts average, that's about the tops you're going to see. And the PEP numbers are right on with what I would expect. But that's it, guys. Like I said, the only knock you can really have against this thing is there's a dang ladybug. I'm being infested by ladybugs, in case you guys didn't tell. We're going to put him off on the side over here. Being infested by the ladybugs. But anyway, the only knock you can say about this thing, if you don't like the cabinet, fair enough. But it's really a nice 2000. It's one of the nicer ones I've seen come through here as far as function wise. It doesn't have any issues really that stand out. The receive light, I mean, if you want to ding it for that, so be it. But generally, these things come through here, and if they've been sitting a while, they got stuck meters. They'll have some sort of little defect, something that acts up on them where a cap's gone bad or something. But really, this is a good function 2000. That's it, guys. This one will go up on the website, roostercb.com, under used and specials. We'll put it up there. Shipping will be included. Keep in mind with the price, guys, this thing is not going to be cheap to pack or ship. I'll have to bubble wrap the speakers individually, bubble wrap the radio, get a nice size box to put them in. That way they're properly shipped. So keep that in mind. Shipping will not be cheap. Lower 48, continental U.S., however you want to put it, only on this. Unless you want to pay extra shipping to my Hawaiian customers. If you guys want to pay the extra shipping costs, get with me. But this one otherwise will be a continental U.S. item only. Appreciate it, everybody. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.